Hi everybody, it's Carolyn Marie with Healing NRG, and last week I had my friend Kevin Fitzgerald, who is going to be joining us on our wonderful Costa Rica tour. I have a special surprise for you today. Another one of our friends that's going to be joining us, Psychic Dave Tillman, has joined me today in Long Beach. So I want you to welcome Psychic Dave.
Hi everybody, I'm Psychic Dave, and Carolyn wants me to tell you a little bit about me. And
tell them how we met.
Oh my gosh. What's kind of funny is that we actually met through a connection through Zri.
I introduced Jason. I don't know if you know.
Oh,
it was
no.
me. It was my Zri team. I actually signed someone up who signed up Jason, and I brought Vivian on, and we started a team on the west side up in Beverly Hills.
Right, and then Vivian brought me in.
Yes.
Under her, so it's funny how those little what do they call it, downline works.
Our friend Jason, our mutual friend Jason,
right,
who's also known as the Vedic virtuoso.
Yes, he is.
He is. You know, we love Jason. Jason is so amazing. But after he met you, I guess he had a session with you.
Yes.
He kept emailing and calling me and telling me, "Oh my God, you've got to meet Psychic Dave. You just have to, Carolyn. You have to." And that's how come I reached out to was little Jason.
Wow. Well, here we are now, becoming the best of friends, planning a trip together with people.
Yep.
It's amazing how the connections come together.
So talk to us a little. I could talk a lot about you myself. I was a bit of a skeptic in the beginning, and so we talked on the phone, and Dave told me all kinds of things that I frankly thought, there's no way. There's no way. And then little by little, these things started happening in my life, and I was scratching my head going, wow. So anyway, we have become good friends because I am a 100% believer in your gifts. And
well, I tell you, most people want to know, how I started off. Mm-hmm. And my mom said that I was born with a veil over my face, which in the South, that's a sign of a psychic person. Okay. So then, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, she would play these little psychic games with me, because she was a big believer in Edgar Cayce. She read all of his books, all that kind of stuff. So she would literally, put down all the cards on the table and say, "Okay, now pick up all the kings, pick up the queens, pick up the tens," and stuff like that. And then when I was early teens, she got me my first deck of tarot cards, and so I started reading, for friends, family, that type of thing. Then I had my first visitation, which did freak me out. I have to say, stuff flying off the walls.
Wow. How old were you then?
I was like 15 or 16.
Okay.
Okay. And so I thought, oh, I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I kind of shut it down for the next 10 years or so, and moved into the entertainment industry. I was a production designer, an actor, director, all this kind of stuff. But it was interesting when I would work with other directors, designing stuff for them. They would always say, "Oh my God, this is just what I had in my head." And I didn't talk to you. I'm like, "That's cool. Well, maybe we're just on the same wavelength." Later on, I thought, I wonder if it was because I psychically intuned,
right,
what it was supposed to be. And then I moved to California, and since California is much more accessible to this type of stuff than, say, West Virginia, I started studying with a Cherokee Shaman who helped open up my third eye, and then I studied with his teacher, another Cherokee Shaman, so I really began studying the Red Path. And the Red Path then led me to Kaballah. I studied Buddhism for many years as well. Wanted to study all these different systems to see what they had in common.
Right.
Okay. And I also knew that I would be speaking to people that would be versed in one of these areas or another. Okay. Or maybe they would be not knowing that they were versed more in Kabbalah or more associated with that. Okay. And then I can introduce them to that.
Right.
And so my goal was to help people reach their highest potential. So I wanted to go out there and figure out everything I could to do that, all the tools.
Right.
Okay. And so that kind of led me where I am today. A couple years ago, I did go to Peru to study with a shaman down there to enhance my ability to communicate with the other side. So even though I have very strict rules with that, they can come in, they can give their message, they cannot show themselves because it still freaks me out to see them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, every now and again they'll do something like I was driving someplace and I was stopped at a stoplight and I was about to go through and it turned green, and then one of them went like this, and it startled me, and I didn't put on the gas because of that. And a car had run the light, and had I gone through, it would have been a head-on collision.
Wow.
So okay, I did appreciate that.
That is a cool story.
Yeah. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I do readings. It's great. It's wonderful to be able to help people that way. It's wonderful when things come in. It's really cool, I have to say.
Yeah, well, I agree. I think your gift is definitely a blessing. It has been in my life. And you're going to be sharing some of this on our trip, right? You're going to be giving...
Yes, I am. Everybody's going to get a free session with me.
Oh, you guys just don't even know what you're in store for. This guy is amazing.
I know, because when we're on the roll, we're in the juice in the area. And especially that area in Costa Rica, because it's so pure.
Right.
You know, the energy is going to be so pure, so stuff is going to be, you know, pouring in. But, you know, you and I had talked about, you know, everybody having, you know, little freakouts or worried about what's going on in the world right now.
Yes.
You know, you and Kevin talked about that.
Yes.
And there's one thing that I like to talk to people about when they get themselves on that hamster wheel of, you know, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? The financing, you know, we can build and build and build and, you know, really weigh ourselves out. Okay. So I thought I might share a little tool that could help people kind of break through that. Okay. And what we can do is you take your hands like this, and you put them around your ears like this, okay? And then you tap, okay? You tap until suddenly you can't remember what you were just thinking about. Now, I've done this demonstration with people in a session, and suddenly I'm like, oh my God, who am I talking to? Because this is the brain's reset button, okay?
Wow.
And so once you kind of feel like, oh, okay, I've hit the reset button, then you want to say something very positive, a positive affirmation, like, I am a happy, harmonious creation, and I love myself completely. Okay, something like that. Okay, and it can be very simple. You know, I am pure and happy. Okay, to kind of gets you down that ground spot. And then I tell people, don't make yourself go back and think about what you're just thinking about.
Right.
Okay,
right.
You wanted to get out of that. Now, what I find is, you know, in the middle of the night, like most people, I'm up stressing, thinking about what I got to do, this, that, the other. This is a great way to help you to get back to sleep. Okay. So, you know, try it out before you go to bed, try it out when there's just too much going on and you need to refocus on something. So you're trying to do something at work and, you know, just too much going on. Take a moment, do this, maybe write down what it is you want to be focusing on.
Right.
So that you can go and look at that right afterwards.
Right.
Okay. You're allowing the universe to come in and feed you the information that it is trying to get to you.
Right.
That our little human minds are going,
right.
So get it calm down like that.
Is that part of the emotional freedom technique?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's the brain reset tapping.
Yes, brain reset button.
Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
And I think when you and I were talking, you mentioned that you had a different technique than most for grounding as well. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about that technique?
Yeah, you know, when I was studying with these different shamans, and they'd say, okay, we want to ground ourselves and, you know, feel your feet becoming a tree and going down into the earth. And then my teacher said, and now you're going to carry around this multi-billion-ton planet with you. Yeah,
right.
Like, yeah.
Not really
Maybe
a good
not
thing.
that way. Yeah. So what I was taught was to take a moment to kind of feel my energy, feel it scattered out, okay, because I'm not going to ground, just because my energy is scattered. I think about my energy coming in to my heart chakra, okay? And I literally, in my mind, you know, if I'm by myself, I'll go like this, I'll, you know, pull it in if I'm in a public place. I might just think it, okay, because it's all about intention, right? But anyway, you're pulling your energy into your heart chakra, okay? And you can feel it coming in tighter and tighter and tighter until it's right here. Then you just kind of allow the energy to move down to your base chakra point, okay?
Okay.
And you are grounded, okay? Then I like to then think, okay, I'm going to open my eyes here, and then I'm going to allow myself to project my focus energy out. And it works for me, and I think it can work for everybody, you know, because it's a really simple technique.
Well, anything that's heart-centering, I think is definitely going to be like the best way to ground for sure. It's so simple and so easy. So anyway, guys, this is our buddy Psychic Dave, and we can't wait for you to meet him in May when in
Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica, man. So yeah, he's a great guy, and we've got a lot of fun in store. So we're excited to see you there. And until next time, this is Carolyn Marie with Healing NRG. Have a healthy day.